All right, well, we're down in the rack. The NAS is back online. I talk about wanting to move away from Haswell. It's one of the reasons I've been stuck on Haswell for so long is because it just works. Um, I threw the board, everything SSD right back in here. It immediately booted up and it's running just like I had never decommissioned it to begin with. I did throw the 4790K in here because that idle is not going to use that much more power, and I can remote in through remote desktop and have that extra power if I want it or need it. Couple things that I did, this case did make me realize, and I'm glad I updated the case, as I just randomly play things and lose my train of thought. I'm glad I upgraded the case over the old one. I hadn't really even realized the old case didn't have USB 3. There were a lot of little things in the case that this is just nicer build quality, and of course there's no scratches and everything's in a lot nicer shape. The fans are a little bit nicer, so definitely worth it long term to have the upgrade. But we're back in business. I think what I'm probably going to do is just run this, keep running it, eventually grab like a 9700K bundle if I find one for cheap, and go to 9th gen. But the only thing this doesn't have that would be nice to have is USB-C, but for the NAS I can live without it. So the 20 terabyte drive's in there, so I've got 20 terabytes online storage. I will need to pull it back out and do a little bit more work to it. I've got a 2.5 gig LAN card coming because this doesn't have 2.5 on board. And then when I pulled the RAM for it, I didn't realize I pulled 2 2s and 2 4s, so I need to swap the 2 2s for 2 4s, so I got 16 gigs. 12 gigs versus 16 isn't going to make a difference, but I'd rather on my spreadsheet have 16. So pretty happy with it, but we're back online.